Hey, Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, all honor, all praise to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, to the hopeful elect of Israel. This is your brother Shemash Wan coming back to you with another lesson. And so, this lesson is about being aware of our surroundings and the people that we entertain in our lives. Okay, we know we got to work, school, the grocery store, those things. However, um, we can't be attached with evil or wicked people like that, even if they're family members. Okay, right? So we have to always uh, operate in the spirit and attach ourselves with righteous people that believe in Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, right? Okay, let's get it. Let's go to the book of Proverbs chapter 4 and 10. It says, Hear, O my son, and receive my sayings, and thy years of thy life shall be many. I have taught thee in the way of wisdom. I have led thee in right paths. When thou goest, thy steps shall not be straitened, and when thou runnest, thou shalt not stumble. Take fast hold of instruction, let her not go. Keep her, for she is life. Here it is. It says, Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. It says, Avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it, and pass away. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall. For they eat in the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. But the path of the just is the shining light that shineth more and more unto the perfect day. Right? Let's jump down to verse 23. It says, Put away, it says, keep thy heart with all diligence. See that? For out of it are the issues of life. So we see that we have to protect ourselves all the time. We have to guard our spirit, our soul, and our body all the time from the evil attacks that are always being thrown at us. Okay? Let's go to the law. Let's go to the law. Let's go to the book of Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 9. Okay? Um, as I as I mentioned earlier, we got, you know, uh, the world out there, you know what I'm saying? But we can't be in this world. We have to come out of this world, you know what I'm saying? Again, work and school and all those things, we must do. All right. However, we don't, we don't entertain, wicked people like that. All right. We can't, because those evil spirits will start jumping on us and attaching themselves to us, and we won't even know it, and then we'll be operating in darkness. Okay, that's why the scriptures command us to diligently, protect ourselves, our spirit, our soul, our body at all times. Okay, this is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 9. It says, Only take heed to thyself and keep thy soul diligently. See that? Lest thou forget the things which thy eyes have seen, and lest they depart from thy heart all the days of thy life, but teach them thy sons and thy sons' sons. So we have to teach our children, right, to always operate in the spirit, or try to always operate in the spirit, and to, try to interact with people of like mind. Okay, and so when they see that red flag on people, we'll know how to deal with those things in a righteous way and separate ourselves from those people. Okay, let's get some more. Let's get the book of Sirach chapter 7 and 1. It says, Do no evil, so shall no harm come unto thee. Depart from the unjust. See that? And as we read earlier, we have to even teach our children the same concept, right? And iniquity shall turn away from thee. This is exactly what we must do. All right. Let's go to the book of. Let's go to the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 6. Let's get it. 2 Corinthians, chapter 6. Yep, we have to always be mindful of wicked people. You know what I'm saying? And you know, not entertain that type of behavior. This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 14. It says, be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. There it is. It says, for what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness, and what commune hath light with darkness? And what concord hath Mashiach with Belial? Or what part have he that believeth with an infidel? Right? And what agreement have the temple of God with idols? For ye are the temple of the living power, as God hath said, I will dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people. Here it is. It says, wherefore come out from among them and be separate, saith Yahweh, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive thee. Okay? Let's get the book of Proverbs. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 22. Proverbs 22 and 4. It says, by humility and the fear of Yahweh are riches and honor, and life. Thorns and snares are in the way of the froward. He that doeth keep his soul shall be far from them. We have to keep our souls, control our spirit, always be in balance with Yahweh Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai. Always operating in the spirit of Yahweh Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai. Okay? Let's jump down to 24. It says, in the same chapter here, it says, make no friendship with an angry man, and with a furious man thou shalt not go. Don't go with them people. Lest thou learn his ways and get a snare to thy soul. Okay? Let's go back to the book of Sirach, chapter 8. And verse 16. It says, Slakia. Let's get that chapter there. Thank you for your patience, Israel. Sirach 8 and 16. It says, strive not with an angry man, and go not with him into a solitary place. We just read that. For blood is as nothing in his sight, and where there is no help, he will overthrow thee. Consult not with a fool, for he cannot keep counsel. So we don't even interact with people like that on a personal level like that. Work and all of that, school, we understand, okay? But on a personal level, detach yourselves, okay? Let's go to the book of, let's stay in the book of Sirach and go to Sirach chapter 37. Sirach 37 and verse 12. Okay, it says, this is what we must do, right? It says, it's like it says, but be continually with ungodly man, who thou knowest to keep the commandments of Yahweh, whose mind is according to thy mind, and will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry. Okay, we see that. So we have to be with godly people that fear Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai. Let's jump down to verse 15. And above all this, pray to the Most High that he will direct thy way in truth. Okay? This is exactly how we have to operate in the spirit. We're always operating in the spirit of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai. Detaching from evil people, right? Let's go to the book of Ephesians chapter 6. Ephesians chapter 6. It's like Ephesians chapter 5. Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 6. It says, let no man deceive you with vain words. For because of these things cometh the wrath of Yahweh upon the children of disobedience. Be not ye therefore partakers with them. Don't even be partakers with them people. Don't interact them with those people like that. Okay? 9, it says, for the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth. The fruit of the Spirit. Yeah, exactly. So these people have to exhibit the fruits of the Spirit, right? The scriptures say, hey, man, you'll know them by their fruit. Okay? Let's go back to the book of Sirach. Yeah, so we always guarding ourselves. Okay? Always guarding yourselves. Okay? This is Sirach chapter 8 and 15. It says, travel not by the way with a bold fellow, lest he become grievous unto thee, for he will do according to his will and not Yahweh's will, and thou shalt perish with him through his folly. Okay? Yeah. So, by attaching ourselves with these types of evil spirits, they'll start to jump on us. And again, like I said earlier, we won't even know it, and we'll be defiled. And let's see what's going to defile us, because we'll start conducting ourselves in this way. Let's go to Matthew, the book of Matthew, chapter 15. Let's get some red letter. Let's get Mashiach Yahweh Shai to break this thing down. Because when we start to detach ourselves with evil people and evilness, that bitterness and that evil darkness will come into us, and we'll start to exhibit that type of negative behavior, right? And we'll be acting just like this. This is Matthew chapter 15 and 20. It's like Matthew chapter 15 and verse 18. Okay, it says, but those things which proceed out of thy mouth come from forth out of the heart. See that? And they defile a man. So this is what defiles you. When you attach to those evil spirits and people like that, you'll start thinking like that in your heart, in your mind. And so it's going to come out of you like this, and it's going to defile you. See, look at 19. It says, for out of the heart proceed evil thoughts. You'll start to have these murders, adulterers, fornications, theft, false witnesses, blasphemies. These are the things which defile a man. This is what will defile you. You start to want to fornicate and steal, right? Commit adultery and all those things. When you are entertaining people like that, wicked people. So we have to get all of the root of bitterness out of us, okay? And this what that root of bitterness will start to grow in us if we entertain these type of people. Let's get it. Watch this here. Let's go to the book of Hebrews chapter 12. Hebrews 12 and 14. It says, follow peace with all men and holiness. These are the people that we're supposed to attach ourselves with holy people, as we read earlier. People that believe in Yahweh Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, in their actions, in their ways, okay? It says, without which no man shall see the Lord, right? It says, looking diligently, lest any man fall of the grace of Yahweh, lest any root of bitterness springing up trouble you, and thereby many be defiled. We just read that. Yahweh Shai just told us that, right? So this is how we get this out of us. Let's go to Ephesians chapter 4. Ephesians chapter 4 and 31. It says, let all bitterness and wrath and anger and calamity and evil speaking be put away from you with all malice. And be ye kind one to another, tenderhearted, forgiving one another, even as Yahweh, for Yahweh Shai's sake, hath forgiven us. Okay? All right? Let's go to Proverbs chapter 16. We have to always operate in the spirit and detach from evilness. All kinds of stuff go on, at school and at our workplace. Man, we can't, be a part of that. As I mentioned earlier, the scripture says, man, we are not of this world. We have to come out of this world, Can't be in this place operating in wickedness like that. Let's get it. This is Proverbs chapter 16 and 32. It says, he that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he then taketh a city. So we have to always have a balance, always operating in the spirit of Yahweh Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, with a righteous balance. Let's get it. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 11 and 1. It says, a false balance is abomination to Yahweh, but a just weight is his delight. So we're always operating in the spirit, like Yahweh Shai is always balanced, okay? Right? And so this is what we need to do every single day, because we go out here in this world, it's a war. So when you go to war, you have to have on all of your armor, right? So we may be protected, okay? This is Ephesians 6 and 10. It says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. See it? Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day. And having done all to stand, stand therefore, having your loins girt about with the truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Yahweh, praying always, Israel, with all prayer and supplications in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints. And for me, that utterance may be given to me, that I may open my mouth boldly to make known the mystery of the gospel, for which I am an ambassador in bonds, that therein I may speak boldly as I ought to speak. So we see that we have to always guard ourselves That we have to always detach from this world and always operate in the spirit of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushua. I pray that this class was edifying. Once again, I want to give all glory, all honor, all praise to Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushua. Shalom.